Greetings and welcome to my Oregon Trail story. I wanted to share my experience of being fed up with existing and not living, and how I told my boss to run me my money on Thursday, told my parents I'm bouncing on Friday, threw most of my things away, and hopped on the road by Tuesday morning. I wasn't living to my full potential. I wanted to live for a purpose. So, this was my face when I quit. I sent it to a few friends. And this was the extent of me planning. Ultimately, I was going to LA, but a friend was doing theater in Oregon, so I said I'd make a pit stop there. This was me taking a huge leap of faith. I wasn't certain of anything because I really didn't have a plan. This was a time for me to trust that when God says it's time to go, that He will help you close a door to open another.
Yeah, I dressed for the occasion.
Yes.
My mom saying farewell. So I was officially off to the gas station because my light was on. The days leading up to this were a blur and full of panic attacks my siblings can attest to.
Let's go. Let's go.
I always feel alive on the highway. Nothing but the dotted lines, music, and your thoughts. The sunrise welcomed the birth of my adventure, and you could say I was feeling it.
With me.
Most of my life, I've spent my time driving east, so it was refreshing and beautiful to have the sun chasing me versus leaving me. I was happy and packed like a can of sardines. I still couldn't believe what I was doing, but it felt good. I felt alive. Got caught in a bit of traffic, but the weather was great and I was vibing, so there were no worries. I made it to Galveston, Texas in good time for my first stop on the trek. I had some choices to make.
Not today. Wow.
So here I stand. I have made it to my first stop. I have been threatening to sleep in my car because that's more economical, but that is not safe or appropriate or right because I'm a woman and I am traveling alone. And so, in all the ways, God let me know that I should get around. And so, I was able to get this room. It's not bad though, you know? It's like, do I feel like a prostitute? No. Do people think I'm a prostitute? I don't know, but no, it's nice. It's nice what I need to sleep and recoup. So I have made it to one of three good times, good lessons, and good listening. But it's about to be some good margaritas up in this. So I went to a local Mexican restaurant with cool decor, realistic prices, and delicious food. But they didn't serve alcohol, so I had to ask the waitress what bar was close to get my margarita. In the cloak of the night slash early morning, I started my voyage. And you can see how comical it was to think I was going to sleep in the car when there's literally no room.
Here I go. Starting day 2. Going to Vegas. I text Shantrice this morning. We've been talking, so maybe I'll get to meet a long lost cousin. But yeah, we out. We out. We out.
Each sunrise made me feel more grateful to be alive. Exiting Texas, my signal went out, so I was at the mercy of the radio. And let me tell you, it didn't disappoint. I was time traveling and got bounced around. And if you don't know how to properly jam on a road trip, here's a healthy introduction. It took me back to high school first. Who really knows the words to that song? Over the course of my drive, the views aided in my understanding of who God is and who He created me to be. If I considered everything around me to be made in such glory, how was I excluded? Y'all see my face while I'm trying to not have that camera fly out of my hand, huh? That wind was strong.
Trying to show you views with the foliage.
Change is a good thing. I was seeing the variety of life develop and shift mile by mile, and it is all by design. A little fun fact about the title of this video, Purpose Driven Life, is that growing up, we had a copy in each bathroom, and I'm pretty sure my grandma gave tons of people copies for Christmas. And I would ask all the time, does anyone know their purpose? To which my mom responded saying that she read excerpts. So for years, I clowned saying, folks out here operating and don't know their purpose. I felt like it was the perfect title for my video. And my brother was like, you should probably read the book first. And I did in preparation to create and release my story.
Okay, so I'm stopping somewhere uh, in New Mexico. Tiahara. Tiahara, Mexico. This rap is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Looking like a cow. but I was on the move. See what I did there? In the Purpose Driven Life book, the author describes how we are products of our past and not prisoners. I wasn't forced to a life of captivity, but free to choose. These rock formations and sedentary dirt are used to build adobe houses just as much as they are used to make pottery out of clay. You choose how you want to operate with the gifts you are given. You could stay in your raw form or be refined to a work of art. And to piggyback off of that, the author notes that self-worth and net worth aren't the same thing. We were made to serve a purpose that may contradict where we hold value. And I felt that on a personal level because the money has never added up for me. I don't know about you. So it was freeing to know that there is something greater than the currency I was using.
This shit is so fucking amazing.
I'm not going to apologize for how many times I comment on the views. I'm just saying. They were so dope, I had to pull over. How long or how much time had these formations been here? It felt like you could find a dinosaur bone in there or something. Inception. I felt like I was traveling through different realities. The views kept changing, and you can see the contrast. I was amazed and thankful for the variety. My adoration of God's work was a form of worship. And from the book, I learned that that's why we were created, and it makes God smile when we appreciate the works of his hands. At this point, I was really close to Las Vegas. I had no plans of what I was going to do, but got confirmed hours before that family friends would host me for the night. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Joy and Greg. I was on a highway to hell to get there, as you can see, but arrived safely and left my phone in the car. So it was pretty much lights out.
Heading to Oregon from Vegas.
I got to sleep in a bit and ride out into the dawn. The hues of color radiated behind the desert mountains that varied in shade. My buggy windshield couldn't block the breathtaking contrast of the sky as the sun made its way up. I didn't know what the future held, but I knew who held it. It's easy to look back at where you've been with statements of adoration because of the looming uncertainty, but I didn't want to go back, no matter how pretty it looked. I wanted a life that I could enjoy living because I could be myself without conforming to the low or unrealistic expectations. I felt closer than I've ever felt before.
How cute is this? Alien Center. Can you believe? Alien Ghetto Bravo. Wow. Ain't nothing going on around here.
In my mind, when you drive through the desert, ain't too much of anything there. Well, it shocked me to see little towns less than a mile in radius, but they do exist. This was a cute little town that felt like a movie set. One Street Wonder.
Oh my god. It's just a little town. Oh, it's so cute.
I didn't know they existed. Did they know or care about me? Probably not.
Oh my goodness, I'm about to crash my fucking car. Oh my gosh. This is so nice. Oh my goodness. Ah!
Truly shook me to my core, if you couldn't tell.
This is so dope. And I got a little band. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
I've lived a life being unimpressed about the states, but this is something else.
This is crazy. Oh my god. This is so fucking beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Do you see this? Do you fucking see this? This shit exists. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Me and my Subaru. Me and my crew. Me and my Subaru. I guess I can't get a twerk in it. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. Coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. It's a cool little side road that I have to take off the highway. It's right there. I'm taking my way.
So, another great point from the book that I wanted to emphasize is how the author expressed how God gave us our personality. He just wants to work on our character, and our character being the sum of our habits. I knew I didn't enjoy my habits, but I didn't know God was in the business of changing them. I really didn't know who I could be beyond what I was doing, but He told me to leave so He could show me something better. The author also stated that obedience unlocks God's power. So I didn't know what I was doing, but today I'm so grateful that I did choose to listen and step out on faith. My strength and ability alone wouldn't have gotten me out the driveway. He gave me the reassurance and peace, then directed my path.
It's like plastic.
So another random side note, but did you know that there was just a random industrial town in the middle of nowhere solely for Amazon fulfillment and Walmart, I think? I've always wanted to establish a little town in the middle of nowhere myself, and Jeff Bezos out here doing it for commerce. And it had like a campus seemingly for the purpose of housing the employees. How much does a person get paid to be isolated like that?
I made it! I made it! I made it! California, no California, in the city.
The opening stretch of Cali was looking a little dusty compared to the other terrain I'd crossed, but who am I to judge?
Ooh, I gotta get inspected. Ooh, I gotta get inspected. Hi. Hey, you're good to go. Thank you. I just got inspected.
The views got better the deeper I drove into the state. California had mountains in the distance and fields and farmlands that lined the highway. I still had to drive to Oregon, but the sun felt good on my shoulders. I really can say that for the most part, I was able to cruise on the highway, but this was another one of the few times I was stuck in traffic.
Stuck like a bug in the road.
The sun was sunning, let me tell you. And I got a chance to just pause outside of gassing up or a bathroom break.
It's so nice outside though. I can breathe. This air different. This air different, y'all. This air hit different. This air hit different. This air hits different. I can breathe. I can breathe. Oh my gosh. I can breathe. This air is fresh. This air is fresh.
I'm really not sure at what point I crossed over into Oregon, but the sights didn't disappoint. There was definitely more vegetation and forestation, but all still beautiful. There was even a little town that gave me New England vibes. When you pay so much attention to the scenery, there are a few things you may neglect.
Fucking coasting on fumes. Coasting on fumes. Oh my god. The Lord is just blessing me with this downhill. Thank you, Lord, for the downhill. It's only downhill from here. Please, please be downhill from here. I made it. Pumping it up. Pump it up. Pump it down.
Got the view of a snow-capped mountain, which was a first. Another random tidbit was that they had a street dedicated to weed. The most they give us is MLK. I ain't complaining. After I gassed up, I was pretty much on the home stretch to the town where my friend was doing theater. I even got deer crossing to welcome me in. The town was transitioning to fall, so I got to see all the pretty colors.
And there you go. Yes. Yes. It's like your first day of school.
I used to roll up with backpacks.
uh,
I walked with him to the theater so I could get a feel of where it was. That's when he warned me that it would be an outdoor performance. This was the stage for Three Musketeers, and they did a wonderful job. This place had phenomenal breakfast burritos, 10 out of 10. After the itis from the burrito, Austin took me around for a tour of the town and gave me a noteworthy
Park
experience.
back in here.
Okay, okay.
Look, this is the Lithia water.
Lithia water. Oh, where people play in.
Let me see. You gotta go taste it for good luck.
Take a sip for good luck.
I should have known it was a setup.
This is the Lithia, natural Lithia water.
I want to
Make a wish.
Make a wish.
Yeah.
Okay. You knew that shit was nasty. You knew that shit was ass. Ass in a fucking fountain. I got a fountain of ass. Oh
The water was sulfur water pretty much, and I took a big gulp like it was mineral water.
It's the Ashley. It's the Ashley Lithia water, y'all.
terrible.
Okay.
One of the coolest things at the time was that not only was it Austin's birthday, but there was also a solar eclipse happening. And where we were just so happened to be close to where the view line was. So we woke up bright and early to take a gander.
I see it.
You see it. It's happening. That is happening. Wait. We are late. Oh my God. Wait. Oh my goodness. Yes. Wait. 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 Now on the right side of the truck is great. Right here. It's right here. Right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I also saw Rent, and that show was just as amazing. We enjoy the moments we have, but must accept that life continues.
So, I get to camp for a couple of days, and I found the perfect spot. It's really nice. Right by the water. Right by the water. It's quiet, it's peaceful. I get some time to myself.
If you've seen my other video, then you know I'm a pro at putting up a tent. I just want to shout out the Gunter family for letting me permanently borrow this thing. I'll return it when you need it, I promise. Also, I call myself collecting firewood only to find some wood left over. It made all the difference. My setup. So when I said camping, I meant camping. I wasn't a Girl Scout, so this was really my first time camping alone. I didn't realize until I got there that I was missing my lighter, but luckily, I would take books of matches from my dad's house, so I was saved by grace. It took me 3 attempts, totaling over 30 minutes to get a fire started. I was determined to have a campfire and was down to 3 or 4 matches when it lit up. That next morning was cold. I quickly went to a convenience store to get a lighter because I wasn't doing that match thing again.
I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, shining your light on me.
My fire was roaring the next night. There's something about sitting out there and just roasting and getting to be under the stars with your thoughts, with your reflections, with yourself. I'd literally just driven 3,000 miles and it wasn't over yet. I felt like a piece of wood in the fire. I was being burned and creating something new. One could say I felt like a phoenix, rising from the ashes or being burned. I felt like a new person. I was becoming a new person. I packed up my things and left later in the night. The sun was going down as I raced. Honestly, it was dark while I was driving, so as long as the sign said LA, I was happy. Got there, made it, and I needed a shower because I had been funky. So this is me. Palm trees, blue skies. I made it. I was in the city. I was clean, free to be me. I'm so happy and grateful to have arrived, to finally be moving in my purpose.